What if I told you there's a platform where anyone without banks, brokers, or asking for permission can trade cryptocurrencies and even earn money by providing liquidity? This platform isn't a futuristic promise, it already exists, and it's called Uniswap. Today on Economy Factor, we'll discover how this decentralized protocol changed the world of trading and the way we understand finance forever. It all started with a simple but revolutionary idea: removing intermediaries. In 2018, Hayden Adams, a mechanical engineer who learned to code after losing his job, decided to bring to life a concept proposed by Vitalik Buterin, the creator of Ethereum. That concept is called AMM, or Automated Market Maker. What does an AMM do? It replaces the traditional order books of stock exchanges with an algorithm that automatically adjusts prices, allowing anyone to buy or sell tokens anytime without needing specific counterparties. The name Uniswap reflects the simplicity of its purpose, one place where anyone can swap assets without barriers. Hayden Adams didn't just want to create an efficient protocol, but also an open ecosystem where the code was available to everyone. This open source philosophy allowed developers worldwide to contribute, improve the protocol, and create derivative projects. Uniswap wasn't born to be a traditional company, but a community-driven infrastructure designed to empower users. This simplicity attracted thousands of users and crypto creators. This led to the second stage of its success: liquidity pools. On Uniswap, there's no big company controlling the money. Instead, regular users deposit their crypto into a smart contract. In return, they earn a fee every time someone uses their liquidity to trade. This turned Uniswap into an open market where the community not only participates, but also directly benefits from its growth. The third stage came with decentralized governance. To ensure the protocol wouldn't rely on a single person or company, the UNI token was launched. This isn't just a speculative asset, it gives voting power. Holders can propose and decide on changes to the protocol, from fee adjustments to launching new versions. This structure delivers decentralized governance where control is shared among the community, encouraging decisions aligned with the ecosystem's common good. Uniswap didn't just solve trading without intermediaries, it triggered an explosion in the crypto ecosystem. Thanks to its open design, anyone could create and list a token without asking for permission. This accelerated the rise of thousands of projects, from real innovations to viral meme coins, turning Ethereum into a living financial laboratory. What once required going through big centralized exchanges could now be done with a simple smart contract, democratizing access to innovation. Uniswap's story didn't stop at its first version. With each iteration, the protocol became more efficient and powerful. V1, launched in 2018, was the proof of concept that introduced AMM to the world. Version 2 added the ability to swap tokens directly with each other, without relying on ETH as an intermediary. And V3, launched in 2021, revolutionized liquidity provision with the concept of concentrated liquidity, allowing providers to allocate capital more precisely and earn higher returns. This technological evolution not only improved the user experience, but also cemented Uniswap as the undisputed leader in the DeFi space. None of this would have been possible without Ethereum. This network provided the smart contracts and security needed for Uniswap to operate without intermediaries. Moreover, Ethereum is the backbone of the entire DeFi movement, offering an environment where innovation is constant. Upgrades to Ethereum, like the transition to proof of stake and layer 2 solutions, have reduced costs and improved scalability, further boosting Uniswap's growth. The symbiosis between the two is so strong that many consider Uniswap one of Ethereum's most important pillars. Uniswap didn't just create the new model, it also declared war on centralized exchanges. Platforms like Binance or Coinbase require users to give up control of their funds, go through verification processes, and depend on a company to hold everything. Uniswap changed the rules. Here, each user keeps their keys and their assets with no permissions, no KYC, and no intermediaries. This approach challenged the dominance of traditional exchanges, proving that trust shouldn't be placed in a company, but in the code and the community behind it. Why does Uniswap work so well? Because it embodies two modern economic principles. First, disintermediation, which removes middlemen, reducing costs and friction, opening the market to more participants. Second, distributed governance. Instead of relying on a CEO, decisions are made collectively, strengthening transparency and trust. Uniswap is a living example of this. Not only does it enable 24/7 trading without banks, it also creates an environment where users own their assets, their data, and their decisions. If we analyze Uniswap's business model, we see that it connects liquidity providers directly with traders through smart contracts. Its value proposition is clear: fast swaps, no permissions, and no middlemen. Its revenue comes from small fees on each transaction, and being open source, any developer can build on top of it, fueling viral growth. The community and the Uni token are the engines that ensure its constant evolution. Uniswap's business plan doesn't look like anything traditional. It doesn't aim to monopolize the market, but to expand it through its open code and vibrant ecosystem. Its monetization is simple, based on fees, but its real advantage lies in the scalability offered by community governance. Every improvement, every update arises from a network of users aligned by shared incentives. So, what does all this tell us about the future? Uniswap shows that finance can be as open as the internet. Its P2P model and governance token open the door to a system where anyone from anywhere can participate and decide. With the expansion of Ethereum and other chains, the possibilities are endless. Still, not everything is rosy. Volatility, security risks, and regulation remain major challenges, but they haven't stopped its progress. However, the road ahead is not without obstacles. Regulators in the United States and Europe have started to scrutinize DeFi protocols, questioning their legality and seeking ways to apply rules to an environment that, by design, is hard to control. Uniswap, being decentralized, has no headquarters or company that can be easily held accountable, raising a dilemma. How do you regulate something without a center? This scenario will be key to its survival, as the interaction between regulators and the community will determine whether protocols like Uniswap integrate into the financial system or remain on its fringes. The story of Uniswap is also a lesson for entrepreneurs. You don't need to be a bank to transform the financial world. You just need an idea that simplifies the complex and a community that believes in it. And that's the story of how Uniswap changed the game. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe to Economy Factor, and turn on the bell so you don't miss our next stories of innovation. Tell us in the comments. Do you think DeFi will replace banks in the future, or will it remain a niche? See you in the next video.